Trust in the Lord forever, for in the Lord Jehovah is the everlasting rock. Planning to escape poverty in the early 1900s, a young man left his small mountain town, Isola del Gran Sasso, the island of the Big Rock, to come to the United States. Pasquale Fieni was looking for work and wealth, but God offered him instead a far greater treasure, the salvation of his soul. After World War II, he and his wife Filomena longed to share the gospel with their fellow countrymen back in Italy, and with all of their savings returned to Isola, where no one had ever heard of the clear message of the gospel. Undeterred by fierce opposition, Pasquale started buying small plots of land in strategic places so that he could evangelize local peasants and the pilgrims going to the sanctuary by standing on his own property. Soon he built a chapel on one of the larger lots and founded a church with some new believers. In 1957, Pasquale asked for help from a Swiss Bible school, and a team of students came to build 2 buildings to house and train youth from all over Italy. This was the beginning of a ministry that continues to this day. In the last 55 years, God has worked in a marvelous way, well beyond Pasquale's expectations and prayers. The lives of hundreds of children, young people, and families have been transformed by Christ. Countless young people and adults have opened their hearts to the Lord, and many more have been encouraged to grow in their faith. Many of our campers come from small churches, and only at Isola can enjoy a careful teaching of God's Word and true fellowship with other youth from all over Italy in an atmosphere of fun and love. In a country where born-again believers are less than 1%, Isola's retreats offer unsafe friends an opportunity to listen for the first time and, away from distractions, a careful, systematic presentation of the gospel. Pasquale's vision is alive as never before. The ministry that started with a humble man of great faith and a great love for God's Word is positioned to influence Italy for years to come. Pasquale came to Isola on the rock and built a house for Christ, the true rock. Like a wise man, he built his life on the strong foundation, which is Christ. His house is still there. Isola's ministry is set to continue to welcome many more guests and lead them to meet Christ, the rock.